easy.
Morning. And you, mate.
Thanks, man. See, I'm early. I'm early in the early ones.
Should we just wait for 2 minutes till it gets round to half past?
See, you thought I wouldn't be here, didn't you?
You thought we wouldn't.
No, I knew you allowed to be here.
So who are you and where's the wheel, Mark?
Fire away, folks. Ready?
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you, I think.
The first game against Borough, I guess you must have been really pleased with the reaction of the team after conceding so early.
Yeah, I thought overall we started a little bit slowly, and unfortunately we conceded during that period. But from that point onwards, I thought we were always, from our point of view as an away side, always felt we had a good level of control in terms of the game. We never really came under any sustained pressure, which away from home you sometimes can experience. So overall, it was decent performance. Going behind in any Premier League game is difficult because the importance of the first goal is always key. But we showed good character, good resilience, came back, got a deserved equaliser and finished the game stronger than the opposition in my view, and looked more likely to get a winning goal if anybody was. So as a first time out in a new season, we're reasonably pleased with the performance, maybe not the result in the end.
Special goal from Shaqiri, that wonder goal from him in the Euros as well. Has he got more goals in him? Is this something you're saying to him, that maybe he needs to score the odd ordinary goal every now and then?
Yeah, I think so. He's a high quality player. You'll get in situations where he will produce moments of quality like he has done. What we need to do as a team, not just for Shaq's benefit, but for ourselves, we need to get in good positions on a more regular basis and convert the chances that we create. We probably lacked a little bit of a cutting edge at the weekend, and it's fair to say at times last year as well. So we're trying to obviously highlight that and work on that and make sure that we continue to create chances and hopefully convert more than we have done.
You'd help getting a striker in, and we've talked to you a little bit about Berahino and your attempts there. If you're further frustrated by that, have you got to cast your net elsewhere? If it goes on much longer, when you start looking at other strikers?
Yeah, I think that would be our stance. We're looking to improve the group. In saying that, obviously we want the right quality. There's not too many at the level that we think can improve the strikers that we've got. We're not too aware of a whole raft of options in terms of strikers of the right level. So it's a small pool of players that we're dealing with, and we're finding. Obviously, we're now shopping in a different market, and the players that are available or seem to be available or may be available, a lot of other teams at our level and at high level are interested. So we just got to be patient, persevere, and see if we can get some of these deals over the line.
The fact that West Brom under new ownership and all of the structure there has changed, where does that leave you with Berahino? Is it a fresh start and you have to start again, or has it made it a little bit easier?
No, I think I don't like talking about players when they contract elsewhere, but it's fair to say it's in the public domain. We've made bids, and we are where we are. I mean, they have to have a change of ownership, but we haven't moved forward since then. So you can understand that maybe their priorities lie elsewhere, and it's fair to say I think they're looking to improve their group as well if they can. So as I said before, you just got to be patient on these things.
5 bookings in that first game for you, 2 of them for dissent as well, given an Arnautovic. Any concern for you there? Is it something you'd like to have word with the players?
No. I think it's just a new season, a new purge on certain things, and just caught maybe a couple of our guys off guard. Yeah, last year those bookings wouldn't have been given, so no concern whatsoever. We just got to be mindful and just remember the new directives, and if they're consistent and they apply them right across the board, and from now to the end of the season, then that's fine. But that doesn't usually happen. So they have a purge for a couple of weeks, and then that's the end of it, and we revert to type. But we'll see.
Pep Guardiola's in at Man City now, and it feels from a media perspective, maybe from a fan's perspective, that the fact that he's there has made Manchester City one of the favourites to win the title, almost as much as the quality within their squad. He's a big personality as a manager, isn't he? Do you sense that?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say. I mean, everybody talks about new manager bounce. Their bounce has probably been higher than most. Where when a new manager comes in the building, when he's the calibre of manager and a manager who's had the success that Pep has had, then obviously there's going to be a feel-good factor surrounding everything attached to Man City, and you sense that's the case off the field, and certainly as the season progresses, I think we'll see it on the field of play as well. So it's a difficult fixture for us, but our record against City is okay in recent times. We beat them here, arguably one of our best performances last year at home. So we'd look to replicate that. Obviously, he's got new ideas. He's got new players, different from last year. New goalkeeper. So a lot of things have changed. So it's a little bit difficult at this early stage to second guess which way they will go in terms of personnel and their approach to the game. So I think it's probably more relevant to us that we concentrate on what we're going to do and try and affect obviously the way they want to play.
I think Guardiola was at Barcelona when you were there. He was in the youth team when you were a player. Did you? Sorry.
Thanks.
I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Did you know of him when you were there?
No, I didn't. In all honesty, I wasn't there too long, so I didn't get to know too many people. But no, it's a fantastic club. I was very fortunate. Didn't make the most of my opportunity. He certainly did with his. So his legacy at Barcelona is assured. So yeah, he wasn't a player or a name that I heard in the short time I was there, but clearly after I left, then his name came to the fore, and you knew that he was going to have an impact there. So yes, it'd be good to go up against him. I think I've only had one of my teams go up against him, and I think that was in a pre-season friendly for Man City, and we won. So hopefully that will continue.
Some of your players know him pretty well, of course, with Boyan and Atalay and Shaqiri.
Yeah.
Considering their links with him, we've seen quite a lot of occasions where former players and managers have a big greeting and go up and see each other and have a big love-in almost before the kick-off. Is that something you would not want to see your players doing?
No, I haven't got a view on it really. I mean, if they've got a good relationship and they happen to see each other in the corridor, I won't dissuade them from doing that. I think it's old acquaintances, and why wouldn't you acknowledge that relationship that you've had in the past? So no, I haven't got a problem with it at all.
How's Jack Butland? Is he going to play?
No, Jack won't play. A little bit soon for him. Obviously, last Friday, this time last week, we had a little bit of a shock, and we were all greatly concerned, if the truth be known, to be perfectly honest, because Jack was quite fearful that it was quite significant, and maybe there was a possibility that he'd done serious damage. Thankfully, that was allayed. Fears were allayed with the scans coming back, so we're happy enough with that. It settled down really, really quickly, and I think early in the week there was a suggestion that maybe he had a chance, but from my point of view, I never really felt there was an opportunity that he'd get back as quickly. But we're talking maybe a matter of days, maybe another week before he should join in fully with the squad, and he'll be back, which, given our fears last weekend, is great news. So although he'll miss out this weekend, he won't be long before he's back.
It's good news. How's the rest of the team? I think Arnautovic had a scan on a tight thigh, didn't he? Is he okay?
Yeah, Marco's okay. Shaq has got a little bit of a problem with his calf, so we need to check that today. He had it prior to pre-season game. No, actually, during the pre-season game at Hamburg, he got a bang on it and just niggling away. So we'll just check him. But apart from that, I think we're in decent health.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mark, is it good to welcome another big team, so to speak, so early on in the season?
There is a view that maybe it's a better time to bring them to the stadium. You could say similar situation last year. We had Liverpool first home game and we were beaten, so it doesn't always work out like that. But maybe with a new manager with new ideas, and maybe City need a little bit more time just to bed those things in. It helps, obviously, from their point of view, that they've got a lot of outstanding players that you usually find high quality players grasp new ideas very, very quickly. So I don't think it'll take them any time soon to get to grips with it. And I think we saw evidence of that in midweek in the European game. But I think it's, as I said earlier, it's more about how we approach it and whether or not we're at the level that we need to be. If we are, then as we proved last year and seasons gone by, we can cause problems to any team in this league. We've just got to start to hit our levels. We were pleased enough up to a point last weekend, so we need to kick on ourselves. So we'll look to improve our performance, and then obviously that will affect how well Man City are able to play.
You just talked about them bedding in their new ideas and new style of management. They had 77% possession, it was the highest in the league across that first weekend of the season. Does that send a clear message about what style of football he's going to play?
Well, I think everybody knows the type of possession-based football that Pep Guardiola and his teams have always put forward. So they're very adept at it. As I said, they've got good players there. They've invested a huge amount once again. So those players that they've targeted and been able to bring in the club are a certain type who are comfortable in possession. So you see that there's an ongoing theme there. It's not going to change anytime soon. So yeah, it's a challenge, and possession of the ball is obviously important. And if you want to dictate to the opposition, you want to affect the opposition how they play, you need to do that with the ball. So first and foremost, we need to make sure we get it back.
Mark, you mentioned the change in goalkeeper there. I think Jerry Bart's been quite critical this week of the way that whole situation is handled. As a manager yourself, when you come in and you perhaps don't see someone as part of your plans, how difficult is that?
Well, it's I don't want to really debate other people's situations at their club. It's a situation that maybe has been ongoing, not just in the last couple of weeks in terms of the new season starting. Seems to me that a decision, looking from the outside, it seems to be that the decision was made a long time ago, and obviously they've known for quite some time that Pep Guardiola has come to the club, so I'm sure they've had discussions on all aspects of their team moving forward. So that would be my take on it, that maybe the decision has been made many weeks ago.
The distribution of the goalkeepers is obviously a big thing. You like to play football yourself. Is that something you put a lot of emphasis on?
Yes, it's an important factor, but you have to keep the ball out of the net as well, and that's quite important when you're talking about a goalkeeping position. So like I said, it's an aspect of modern football now that ideally you would like a goalkeeper who's comfortable with the ball at their feet, because they instigate attacking moves right from the beginning. So we're fortunate in regard to ourselves that we got one in terms of Jack, who's exceptionally good in that respect, and Shea is very good. So we're well served in that respect. Just from having worked with Joe myself, I never thought that distribution was one of his weaknesses, but it's all about opinions.
Mark, people are being very philosophical about the move by Mark Wilson to Bournemouth. I think people feel it's a good move for him, good move for the clubs. But does that mean that you'll be looking for a replacement before the window closes?
Well, we'll look at it. There's a couple of areas of the team that we feel we probably need to bring players in to help the rest of the guys, but there's no one specific at the moment. We've got any number of targets that we think we've got an opportunity to conclude and get over the line, but it could be that it goes to the last throws of the window. It's not something I like doing, but sometimes these things happen, and things start to loosen up, and the wheels start to move sometimes in the last window, just when maybe clubs who have the players that you would like to bring maybe change their view in terms of allowing them to leave their clubs. They're a little bit more receptive to anything that you present to them. So we'll have to wait and see. There is opportunities for players to come in and help the squad. It's fair to say maybe in defensive areas we probably need one more, but we'll wait and see if the right player is available for us.
You don't normally like waiting, as you say, to the last minute with transfers. Why is that happening this time?
I don't really know. Every deal is different. You heard me say that many times. It's sometimes they happen very quickly. Other times you have to wait to the last day of the window, and it's not ideal because we're into the season already. So ideally you want them in the building and working with them prior to the first game of the season. We haven't been able to do that with some of the targets we've chased, but we're at the liberty of the club that has these players. We can't dictate to that. We can give offers and make bids, but at the end of the day, it's down to the player and the club that he's at the moment. We can't really dictate any more than that.
I was just to say, I was a bit surprised that Crystal Palace paid 27 million for Christian Benteke plus top-ups and this sort of thing. Is it the fact that it's money? Everybody's wanting more money at this time of year?
It's just what your budget allows you to do. Obviously, Crystal Palace are able to, I would think, go into the market for a £30 million player because they sold a 26 million pound player to Everton about a couple of days before, and so there is a reason why they're in the market for £30 million players. We haven't since my time. I don't think ever this club has ever sold a player at that level. So that's why they're able to go into the market for a £30 million striker. Unfortunately, we can't do that. Okay. Thanks. See you soon, guys.